And here is where the exciting part comes, okay? Man, I need my tea. Bless you all beautiful people. I am so excited to be back. It's been quite a while since I haven't made another YouTube video.
I was busy with schoolwork since it's the end of the semester.
Welcome back to my channel. If you are new, make sure you subscribe so you could come with me through this whole journey. Today I will be doing a kind of a unique video, I would say, talking about insecurities, giving some positivity to you guys to, you know, just give you some positivity. By the way, I noticed I'm starting to get more used to doing YouTube, because on my first video I was very nervous. So now I feel like I am a little bit more confident, a little bit more, not confident, is confident the word? A little bit more comfortable, that's the word.
I brought these lights. So you turn on. It has eight modes. So I brought this so I could put it in my wall. Guys, I do not know how it looks on camera, but I'm pretty sure it looks really nice, and it makes me want to keep it up here.
Okay, let me just leave it back here. For right now, it's a substitute to making the background looking much better. You guys, I'm just trying, so don't judge me for it. And plus, I am not that good either at decorating. Okay, let's begin. When people come to me for advice and they ask me for, you know, advice, I always like to, you know, try to even put myself in their shoes. Or if the same situation has happened to me, I like to tell people, hey, that has happened to me and let me tell you about it, so they could know that they are not alone, so that they could know that I've also been through that. So I will tell you guys about myself. I will tell you guys about my experience. I will tell you guys about what I've been through, and I don't mind putting myself out there, because that is the purpose of this video too. I just want to encourage people. I want to give positivity to people. I want people to know that they are not alone, that I am here, that I've been through it. I'm just gonna put things out there, and I'm gonna speak what's in my mind, what's on my mind, what I think. Some things you may not like, some things you may think that it does not make sense. We all think differently, we all have different opinions, so that's fine, that's okay. I'm just gonna speak what I think, what I believe. If you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you guys don't like it for whatever reason, give it a thumbs down, because that is why thumbs down, a dislike button is there for. So insecurities are something about ourselves that we are not comfortable with. There are different types of insecurities that people have. It could be something physical, and then there are people who are insecure about themselves, about who they are. I talk a lot, that I am very shy, that I am very sensitive. Let me tell you guys about me. I'm gonna be straight up honest with you guys, and I'm going to tell you guys why I think that insecurities happen. Where does insecurities begin? Being insecure really sucks, because it makes you feel unconfident. You do not fit in. You're not worth it. Like you're ugly. Like you need to change. Mad. What do people do when they have insecurities? They try to hide it.
They do not want other people to see it. They do not want for people to notice. So what we do is we try our best to hide that insecurity, so nobody's able to, you know, judge us for it and talk about it. And you know, we try to do all these things to just cover it up, so we won't get hurt.
So I'm gonna tell you guys, man, guys, my voice sometimes cracks. My voice sometimes like starts sounding weird, because when I do a lot of talking, my voice like kind of like goes all over the place. So when I be seeing my videos, I'm like, ew, why did my voice just sound like that? But it's whatever. Alright, so I found this Gatorade.
Okay.
And my insecurity first started when I was in the 4th grade. Puberty hit me. I got my period. Some girls do get it early, so other girls get it late. So I don't know how old you are when you're in the 4th grade, but I do not want to be thinking about it. That's what I just said, the 4th grade, because I remember my first insecurity started in the 4th grade. So when I got my period, I began having acne in my forehead.
I wasn't, insecure about it. Everything for me was super, super normal and something that I felt like it should happen. Sooner or later it should happen. So I remember one day when I was in school, and then this boy that he used to sit in front of me,
he was like, "Oh, why do you have pimples?" That just like brought the attention to everyone in the table. I was like, because I didn't feel like talking
because I'm going through puberty.
Like, I was too young to say that. So I was just like, because I eat a lot of greasy stuff. And then this is the problem that people have.
People like to take negativity and then they don't let it go. You get what I mean? So people take it and then they just hold it. And they hold it and they hold it, and that begins to affect you. That begins to hurt you. So I took it and I went home with it. And then I started looking at myself in the mirror. And I was just like, man, he's right. Like, I do have a lot of pimples on my forehead. I got myself bangs because, to cover up the pimples that I had in my forehead. So I cut my hair, and I was like, okay, people are not going to be able to see it because the rest of my face was flawless. It was clear. It was just only my forehead.
You see, when we take in things and we keep it, we do certain things to satisfy other people. Instead of like being like, no, get out of here with that. I'm not gonna take that. Okay, if you don't like it, if you really see like it's bad, not everyone is gonna view me the same way. Not everyone is gonna talk like that about me. And I'm not going to view myself the way you're viewing me. I'm gonna go on my day. I'm gonna leave my acne in my forehead. I'm not gonna try to cover it because I'm just gonna get more hurt trying to cover this flaw that I have. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna continue on my day. Okay, you told me that, well, take it back. I'm not going to keep it in my heart. I'm not gonna take this with me nowhere. This is the thing that we do. We take that negativity, and the next thing we do something to better it, not for ourselves. Well, yes, for ourselves, because based on how we feel and how other people are gonna make us feel. But we mainly do this for that person, for because of what that person told me and what the rest of the people are gonna think and what the rest of the persons are gonna say. We do all these kind of things. We try to change ourselves.
After I cut my hair, I really had to hide it from my mom because I grew up in a Christian home. If you grew up in a Christian home and you're a Christian, you know how things are, right? But it's not about what parents tell you to do. It's not about what the church tells you to do. It's not what about the pastor tells you to do. It's what is written in the Bible. And in the Bible, God says that women shouldn't cut their hair. I told my mom the truth. I told her, I said, Mom, I cut my hair because this boy said that I had pimples on my forehead and I just don't like it. He's right. I feel ugly about it. I really, 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 really love my mom because she told me something that, it helped me out a lot. I don't really remember everything she told me, but she did tell me that I should never do things for other people. Like, I should never try to change myself for other people. And that I was very confident until this person had to say something. And then all of a sudden, that's when my insecurity came in. And then that's when I started doing things I wasn't supposed to because I allowed this person to, and I allowed this negativity to get into me. And she told me to never do that again, and that if people will tell me something, to ignore it and to tell myself that I'm beautiful no matter what, and to stay positive.
Instead of her just hitting me and telling me don't do that ever again, she actually gave me a positive talk. And that is why I appreciate my mom, because she is very positive and she still tells me things like that. Like, she still tells me
every single day, she tells me that I am beautiful. And I learned to tell that to myself as well, that I am very beautiful regardless what, and probably in other people's eyes I may not look the way how I see myself, how my mom sees me, but that's how life is. That does not mean that we have to change for them. That does not mean that we have to be different for them, because we have to put ourselves first. So I thought that was my solution. I thought that was it. I thought that my bangs were the solution to everything. But later on, I started getting acne on this side of my face, like on this side. Oh, and then I had somebody, it was a mother from this girl that we were friends. She was like, oh, I have a question. And I was just
like, yeah.
And she said, why do you have so many pimples all over your face? And by that time, like, the pimples were like all over my forehead and like on this side. It wasn't yet like on my cheeks.
So at that moment, I was like, it's not even all over my face, but it's okay.
And then I was just like, it's because I eat a lot of greasy stuff. And then she was like, oh, my daughter eats a lot of greasy stuff too, and she don't got pimples like that. And I just felt like, I don't know if she was trying to be mean or she was just trying to get a conversation and she was concerned about me. I don't know what it was, but I just felt really bad because, you know, it was like she was talking bad about me. I was just like, okay, I'm gonna go home. So I just left home and I did feel pretty bad. Like, it sucked. Like, it was like coming from an adult and coming from a mother of my friend that she sees me every day.
Once again, I took that. I began searching for solutions to how to get rid of pimples. So I began popping my pimples all over. It was getting worse. You see, when you try to better things for other people, things get worse. And I thank the Lord that I did not get bullied. It was a 2-time thing, right? But still, like, that really brought me down. Like, that still made me feel bad. So I started doing more research and I started buying every product in the pharmacy. I started asking my doctors for more prescriptions, and even my doctors were like tired of me. They were just like, this is something normal, this is because you're going through puberty. And he was just like, it's fine, it's okay. But I just felt like at the same time, I just felt like it wasn't okay because I started comparing myself to everyone else in the classroom. You know, like, I started seeing that no other girl in there, like, including my friends, they didn't have their periods yet, and nobody else in the classroom had acne.
So that was my first insecurity, okay? And then my second came when I was in the 5th grade.
It's kind of crazy because each year I started getting different insecurities due to people, due to me taking in things and holding in things, and, you know, trying to change for people and comparing myself to other people. All of this came from there.
This kid, he had a crush on me since the 3rd grade. And I always knew that. People, the whole school knew that because he like going around telling everyone, oh, I have a crush on Maritza or stuff. I don't know what was his point on doing that, but it was just annoying. And then I don't know. Some new girl, she came to school and he started liking her. He was like bothering her or whatever. And then one day she confronted him and she was like, listen, I don't like you. Like, didn't you like Maritza? Don't you like her? Because I heard that you've been like her since a long time ago. And he was like, well, the rumors got to me, so I didn't hear it.
The rumor was that he said, no, I don't like her no more because she does not have boobs. You know, I was like, what? I was like very confused, and I was like, boobs.
And then I began looking at all the girls in my class, and there were some girls who had bigger breasts than me. And I just like felt like mine were so tiny, like I haven't developed them yet. And it was very confusing for me because I already had hit puberty.
What happened? I took that in again, and then I went home, and then I told my mom, I was like, Mom, do you have any bras that you're gonna throw out?
She gave me this bra that was like very like hard. It was like very hard, like the material was very hard, and it was like pointy. So and then the situation with those were that if you had like enough to fill in the bra, they were gonna look more smoother and the pointiness was not gonna be there. But since I didn't, have it, so it just looked really bad. It looked very pointy. Right the next day, because it was picture day, I had put on this dress and it was like really tight on the top. So I put it on and then I was like, oh, this makes my breast look even bigger. So when I went to school, I just felt like worried because I was like, oh, somebody's gonna point it out or somebody's gonna notice these are not mine.
At the same time, I didn't mind. I was just like, man, I'm just trying to look good. Not just for that kid, because first of all, I never liked that kid. It was just like to feel good about myself, and then for the other rest of the people who see me, they won't have to talk down on me like how the kid did. I remember my friend, she was like
your boobs look big today.
Whatever it took so I could feel better, so I could feel good, so I could feel confident, I would do. As nasty as it may sound, I I literally used to wear that same bra every single day.
It was one day where this kid, so he kind of like whispered to himself, and then like
He was like, I've never seen such pointy boobs.
I stopped wearing the bra and I just continued wearing like loose stuff, like loose shirts, loose sweaters. That was like my second insecurity. So mind you, I'm still going through the process of the insecurity where of my skin, how it looks, and then now my breasts. And my third insecurity came on when I was in 6th grade.
Okay, so there was this, why is it the guys? See, now this is another guy that pointed something out about myself.
So whenever I smile, and like when I smile big, I would say, my nose, I think, is on this side. It like wrinkles. It wrinkles like that. I don't know if you can see it. But whenever like I smile, okay, I'm gonna try to smile big. So it wrinkles right there. One day when I was smiling like really hard and then my nose was wrinkling, he was like,
why does your nose wrinkle when you smile?
ever since then, I stopped smiling. And if I did, because you know, like it wasn't like I was always like very serious. Like I would just smile and I would just be like, or like this, like trying not to wrinkle that nose. And I used to be like, why does my nose wrinkle? Like I don't like it. Like, and I used to notice other people, like when they smile, like it doesn't happen to them. My fourth insecurity came in when I was in the 7th grade.
This one happened because I was so skinny.
You guys, like I was really skinny, and it was just really bad for my mom because she was always concerned about me. She was like scared I would go anorexic or I would like have anemia. When you know we would sometimes hold hands with my girlfriends and stuff, like they would like be like, oh your hands are so skinny, and like, or like they would like go like this to me and then they would be like, you're so skinny. Like they would just tell me that I'm so skinny, but they didn't used to do it in a way like, oh, like you're so skinny. Like no, not like that. I guess they would just like say it to say it, you know, just to say, oh, you're so skinny, you know, like that. I just like began looking at other girls who, you know, that were more fuller. So I was like, oh, damn, like I am very skinny. And I remember when I used to go to my doctors, they used to tell me that I was a little bit underweight. Plus with my height, because I'm very short, it just made me look even worse. I did not know how to gain weight. It was so hard. I did used to eat, but it was just like I just couldn't gain weight. It was very impossible for me. She used to give me vitamins. She used to give me fish oil. I really dislike fish oil. It was just really horrible. I tried my best. I did research on how to gain weight. I tried to like eat more often. I tried everything. I asked my doctors for like, you know, something I could take. And you guys, I'm still dealing with all of these other things. Like for example, I was still dealing with my acne. I was still dealing with my breast looking small. I was still dealing with my nose wrinkle, and then now that fact that I was so skinny, it was just like really bad because I felt like I just looked like so many things were just like really going on in me that I was just like, man, I just look horrible. And yeah, I was just very insecure. And my other insecurity came in when I was
what should I say? Okay, and then my other one was in
8th grade, and this one hit me like really bad. This one just like it was just really bad. I was always this type of person. I would say friendly, and I was sociable. So it was that one day I was in the lunchroom, and this girl, she was from, I think she was in the 7th grade, yeah. And she called me over, and she was like, Maritza, come over here. So I went up to her, and then she was like, you should eat lunch with me. So, because I used to like sometimes sit down and eat lunch with like other people and stuff. So I went and sat down with her, and we were just talking stuff. And then she was like, oh, I know who has a crush on you. And I was just like, who? And she was like, let's call this person X. So she was like, X has a crush on you. And I was like, how you know? And then she was like, oh, because last night on Facebook I saw him post a picture of you. And I was like, why would he do that? And then she said, oh, because he was challenged because, okay, his name is other person Y. He's like, because Y was like, oh, like he was challenged, somebody challenged him to post a picture of his crush. So then he had to like challenge another person. So he challenged X, and then X put a picture of you. And then I was like, oh, wow. I don't care. And then she was like, yeah, and she was like, but then why so mean? And then I was like, why? And he's like, oh, because when X put in a photo of you, well, he was like, well, first it's X's fault because when Y posted a picture of his crush, X was like, oh, he said, oh, your crush is so ugly. And then
Y responded back saying, oh, but at least my crush don't got messed up teeth. Okay, I was like,
she's like, yeah. She's like, he's so mean. And he's like, and I don't agree with him because you don't have messed up teeth. Like, you're fine, girl. You are beautiful. She was just telling me things. And then I was just like,
what? Like, whoa, I've never heard nobody say that about me, and I've never looked at myself like that. So again, I took that in to think about it. It's crazy how you're so confident with yourself, but then there's always people just destroying you and taking you down, and then that's when you start viewing yourself differently.
I stopped talking to people. I stopped smiling so often, and it was just like crazy. And then I just became very antisocial until then. And I told my friends about it, because they started noticing that I barely was talking to them as well, because whenever we used to sit in the table together in the lunchroom, I was always talking, always smiling and stuff. They were like, what? Like, why would he say that about you? Like, that's messed up, like that. And then they got mad, they were defending me and stuff, and they were like, oh, like, you don't know what he's saying, like, you're beautiful, and like, there's nothing wrong about you, and your smile is beautiful, like, keep smiling, girl, keep talking, who cares?
So I felt better, I felt better. It is good to tell people about how you feel, and don't hide it from them, because I feel like if I would have kept on hiding from them, I would have probably lost them as friends. You're not the only one, because you never know who else in there has the same problem as you, and they always will, and your friends or your family, they will always tell you things positive things, positive feedback, although you may not think oh, but that's not gonna work, because if people do tell me I'm beautiful, people do tell me this and that, and it does not work. Trust me, it works. It may not work 100% to the point where you're just like, oh yeah, this person told me I'm so beautiful, oh no, I'm very beautiful, you know what, I have no insecurity. No, but it is gonna help you some way, somehow, even just a little bit. It is gonna help you, and that is why I say, be open about it. Don't try to hide it too much.
When I went to a high school, I went with all these insecurities, guys. Like, every single insecurity, and I was just feeling at my lowest. I was like, man, high school, there's bigger people in there, older people in there, and they're just gonna really look at me. I began doing things in order to change, in order to feel confident.
It's okay for you guys to, act up and do something in order for for you to start feeling more confident, but in a positive way. Don't do things in a negative way, and I'm gonna tell you guys what I mean, okay?
I began wearing makeup and to cover my acne.
Every time I would take out my makeup, whenever I would look at myself, I would be like, my skin just looks ugly, and I used to hate my skin without makeup. I felt like makeup was my solution, and it was my confidence, and without it, I used to curl my eyelashes because they just look ugly when they weren't curled, and every time my eyelashes weren't curled, I just felt super ugly. I felt like my eyes look ugly. My mom, she always used to tell me, stop wearing makeup, that's not from God, and she used to she used to tell me don't do that, don't wear this and that, but it was just really bad, you guys, that I didn't care about. It's crazy because I didn't care anymore about what the word of God says and what God thinks about me. All I cared was about me feeling better and trying to gain my confidence, and I was just really insecure about myself.
So I was doing everything but in the most hateful way, because it was oh, I only feel better when I put on makeup. That's the only way. When it's off, I feel ugly, I just feel disappointed, I just feel the worst. I hate my body, I'm so skinny. And then my other insecurity came in when it was the eyebrows on fleek and stuff, and then I barely have eyebrows, I barely have eyebrows because I still don't have eyebrows until today. And I remember I used to wear like, makeup and stuff. And like I used to fill in my eyebrows and all that kind of stuff.
Let me tell you guys. And here is where the exciting part comes, okay? Man, I need my tea. Sophomore year, okay? I got shrunk.
This is gonna be over. This is gonna be done. All this insecurity, all of this negativity, all of this comparing myself, all of this makeup.
So what I did is I started exposing my insecurities. Yes, people, expose your insecurities.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you why. And I'm gonna tell you why it's good to do that, okay? And you guys may think otherwise. But this is what I began doing, okay? I was like, okay, let's begin first with what first started troubling me. My acne, okay? So you know what I did? I wiped it off. I was like, first of all, this is not from God. This is not what God wants me to do. God wants me to be natural. He wants me to be unique. He wants me to be confident. He wants me to love myself. He wants me to love other people. He wants me to obey to his word. So I'm gonna get rid of this. And second, because I need to do this for myself. Because I need to be positive. I need to be confident. I need to love my true beauty. I need to let go of this that's holding me down.
Because I want to show other girls that it's possible, and that if you're wearing makeup because you want to look beautiful, because you want to look pretty, because there's flaws under your skin, under all of that makeup, it's possible to walk around without makeup, without feeling so insecure.
So I took all that out and I looked myself in the mirror and I was like, every day you're gonna walk without makeup everywhere you go. And you're gonna embrace it. You're gonna embrace your acne. You're gonna embrace those pimples, how people gonna call it. You're gonna embrace all that flawless in your face because your skin is just beautiful. No matter what. No matter what you have in your face, it's beautiful. And you're gonna learn how to embrace it. So every day I went to school without makeup. It was hard. It was very hard because I was like, man, I just feel ugly. No, I can't do this. I can't do this. But yes, you can. You can do it. And that is the same thing I told myself. I was like, no, I could do this.
I want confidence. I need confidence. I need this insecurity to go away. Although I struggled, I made it.
I never needed makeup again. I threw it all out. Wow, this feels so good. It feels so amazing. And guys, let me tell you, my acne started going away, and I had severe, like I'm telling you, it wasn't just like, oh, little pimples here. No, it was severe acne, like severe. It was really bad. I had redness all over. I had like holes all over. It was really bad, you guys. Like, it was so bad. But then once I stopped wearing makeup, once I stopped like even looking at myself too much and worrying too much about like my face and my flaws, things started getting better. Like, my acne just started going away, my face started clearing up, and my confidence was just like building up. I stopped curling my eyelashes because I was like, man, I think my eyes are beautiful the way they are. My eyelashes are beautiful the way. I don't need to touch them. I don't need to do nothing to them. I'm pretty sure there were girls who talked down on me.
Or probably like, oh, she needs to wear makeup, or like, oh, her eyebrows are not on fleek, or like, oh, she don't got eyebrows, or like, oh, why are her eyelashes looking so long and she didn't even curl them, like, oh, why her eyes look too small, or like, why this and that. Like, I know girls were talking down, but it's not about them. It's never about them. It's about you. It's about me. It's about all of us beautiful women and men, if you're watching this. And you could talk down on me, but guess what? I'm walking with confidence.
My second security, which were my boobies. So on that, I was like, okay, big or small girl, you are beautiful. You are gorgeous. Your shape is beautiful. Your size is beautiful. We are all different. And different is beautiful.
Every single woman is different. Every single woman. And I'm pretty sure you guys have heard this a lot, but it's true. We're all shaped differently. We are all made in different sizes. And that is unique. Because you know how shapes, like, wouldn't it be boring for all shapes to be circles, or all shapes to be triangles, or all shapes to be rectangles? Like, that's boring. But there's like circles, rectangles, triangles, squares, and that is unique. That is like, it makes it more interesting. So that is why we, I feel like it's very interesting. It's very unique for us all to be shaped differently, that we are not all just the same person, that we are all shaped the same way, that we all have the same body features, that we all have the same face, that we all don't look the same, so that will be boring. I learned how to love my small breasts. It's everything about you guys, so think about yourself first. Don't think about anyone out here, about how they look at you, about what they say about you. That don't matter. That don't matter. That don't. About my nose wrinkle, you guys, everyone tells me my smile is beautiful. Everyone tells me my smile is gorgeous. I tell that to myself as well, and I do think that my smile is beautiful. I do think that my smile is gorgeous, and every day I smile, and I will smile in all of my videos, and you guys would just see me smile a lot.
I'm just gonna smile all the way because I just feel like, I don't know, I haven't found nobody else whose nose wrinkles when they smile hard. So I feel like I'm the only one, and I'm just like, oh, this is something unique, this is something cute, and I am the only one.
With my weight, guys, I found a solution.
And I was like, okay, I have to do something out of love, not something out of hate, because everything that I was doing, like, I was eating a lot, and I was like, man, I can't take it anymore, but I have to eat because I look so skinny, and like I kept on forcing myself. So I was like, I need to begin loving myself. So I was like, okay, man, I need to embrace my body. So I stopped wearing a lot of leggings. I stopped wearing really long sleeves, and I just started showing how my body looks. And it was hard because, people did look at me, and, I thought of all the things they could be thinking about me, they could be judging me for, and all these things. It was really hard, but I had to do it, or else I was never going to get out of this. I was never going to let go of this insecurity. And I began loving myself and not covering my insecurity, but instead trying to embrace it, trying to put it out there, and trying not to keep it so much to myself, because what if, later on people find out the things that I'm doing and the things that I'm so unconfident about, and then they point it out and then they say something, I'm just gonna give it more hurt.
When you do cardio, you burn a lot of calories, and it makes you hungry. And I tested it out, guys, and this may not help for everyone, because we different things work differently on people's bodies. So I began doing cardio, and my mother was super scared for me. She was like, you're so skinny, and if you're doing a lot of cardio, you're just gonna disappear. Once I started doing cardio, I began feeling more hungry, and that's how I began putting in more weight. And guys, I gained a lot of weight. I went from 60 something to 120 pounds, guys. And also I thank the Lord, because He is the one who also helped me go through this. For my other insecurity, guys, which my teeth.
Guys, it took me so long to try to embrace my teeth. So that is why I couldn't start YouTube, because I was like, man, if I start YouTube, people are going to notice my teeth, and they're gonna comment down about it, they're gonna talk about it. But then I realized that if I didn't do it, I wasn't gonna grow. I wasn't gonna do things that I love to do. I wasn't going to experience new things if I keep on allowing for my insecurity to be on the way and from stopping me from growing. So I was like, I have to do this. I want to do this. I want to start YouTube. I spoke about this insecurity, and remember how I told you guys it's good to tell somebody about it. So I told my brother, I told my mom, I told my sister, I told my little brother, I told my whole family about my teeth, and they were just telling me positive things. They were like, my mom, she was like, just your 4 bottom teeth and your 4 upper teeth, and they didn't even look that bad. Like, you couldn't really notice it. And so, like, people were telling me these things, and you can't even really notice it. And my brother was just like, you could just get braces. Like, just get braces if you really don't like your teeth. Like, and then he's like, there's always a solution to something. And
the reason why I don't have braces yet is because according to the orthodontist, I do not need them.
And they were like, if you want it, you could get them, but you have to pay out for your pocket. And they told me I have to pay like 4,000 something more, I think. And I do not have the money. So, but one day, guys, I know I will get them. I know one day I will get them the money, and I will get the braces, and you guys will come with me through that journey. And then we will be back to this video and say,
I'm going to start YouTube, I'm going to smile, I'm gonna talk to people, I'm gonna show my teeth, and I am not gonna care. Expose your insecurities, okay? Because let me tell you, if you are holding yourself in, if you are holding that in, and you're just like, oh, like, I'm so scared, I'm gonna get hurt, I don't want nobody to notice this, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna cover this up, I'm just not going to, like, guys, it's not gonna help. Because when people point it out, when people talk about it, like, it's just gonna hurt you worse, it's gonna make you feel worse. So it's always good to just put it out there. And I know people are probably gonna be like, why are you putting it out there? People are gonna come at you and stuff. Regardless if I put it out there or not, people are still gonna talk, people are still gonna say something. So there's something that is being your confidence. Get rid of it. Get rid of it and embrace yourself, embrace your true beauty. Stop trying to fit in and stop trying to do these things, like, oh, if I don't wear this, if I don't do this, if I don't look like this, then this person's not gonna like me, and this society and friends and family. You come first. How you feel comes first. How you really feel, not about, oh, but I will feel much better if I do this for this person, if I change this for this person. Although you may not say for this person, but you may probably just be saying, oh, for me, but it's actually for society.
Okay, let me tell you something. There was this girl in my middle school that and I'm not saying this to talk bad about her, I'm not saying no, nothing like that. She had a skin condition. I do not know what it was, but she told me it was a disease that she had. So her skin was like breaking a lot. It was cracked. It was very dry. And she also, her teeth were like all over her mouth. It was crowded. Her teeth were like up here on top of her gums. I'm not saying this to make her feel bad. Anybody feel bad? No, I'm not saying this. I'm telling you guys this for a purpose, for a reason. So she had all of this going on. Every time I used to talk to her, she always had this huge confidence in herself. Like, she didn't care. She used to dress so beautiful. She used to dress nice. She used to wear tank tops. She used to wear shirts up to here. She used to wear shorts. She wasn't like, no, my skin looks like this, so I'm gonna cover up. I'm gonna put on makeup. I'm gonna try to cover this skin. I'm gonna put on lipstick. I'm gonna put chapstick. I'm gonna put this and that so my lips won't look like that. Oh, my teeth, like, I'm not gonna smile. I'm not gonna talk. I'm telling you, she was the most natural.
And I don't care, the most beautiful girl in the whole entire school.
Because of her confidence. She will wear what she feels like wearing without caring about how her skin looks. She would smile every day. She would laugh. She would talk. She didn't care about who said what, who says what, who looks at her, who judges her. Man, her confidence was so big. And honestly, whenever I used to see her, she used to bring hope to me. Like, I used to see her and I used to be like, wow, this girl, man, she has so much confidence and she don't care. Like, she's not afraid of people being afraid of her. She's not like, oh, I don't want to be close to this person because that person might get scared about my skin condition. Or like, this person's going to know. She was not like isolated and stuff. Like, no, she has so many friends.
And this is a lesson you have to learn. People have to love you regardless of who you are, what you have on, what your flaws are. People have to love you for you, not for if you fit in with this whole world, with the whole trends going on. No, because that girl had a lot of friends and people loved her and she was popular. That's just like proof that you do not need. And this is the thing, that people have a mentality that they think, oh, if I don't dress this way, if I'm not a baddie, if I don't wear makeup, if I don't have hips like this, if I don't have big breasts, if I'm not how you say, if I'm not curvy, if I'm not slim thick, have this mentality like, oh, if I don't have big lips, then I'm not gonna fit in, then these girls are not gonna like me, these girls are not gonna love me, these boys are not gonna love me, then I'm not gonna be so in this society and being part of this. People are not gonna want me, people are not gonna be my friends. No, that's not how it works. So that is a lesson learned right there, that you do not need to look a certain way to have friends, to have popularity, to be loved. And wherever she is now, I hope she's still the same way. I hope nobody has ever, and I hope nobody ever changes her. So that is why, guys, I tell you, don't take things into the heart. Don't bring it with you to places. Somebody tells you something, okay, you listen, okay, obviously you're gonna listen to it and it's gonna hurt you, but be like, get out of here with that. I'm not gonna take that with me nowhere. No. I am beautiful. Tell that to yourself every day, okay, that you're beautiful no matter what. You're beautiful no matter what, okay? And walk with confidence. And if people tell you something, how I said, and if people tell me something, if people comment down below.
But guys, my comments are always off. I don't know why. I wish they weren't off. If anybody could help me with that, please help me, because I tried everything. I did everything to turn my comments on. I actually turn them on, and when they turn on, they only turn on for like 2 minutes, 5 minutes the most, and then they turn back off. I do not know why it's happening. I don't know why that's going on. But you know, if I do get it fixed and people do talk about me, people point out about me these flaws or whatever, I'm gonna read them and I'm gonna be like,
oh, okay, I'm still beautiful. I'm so tired. And if you want to start your YouTube channel but you have an insecurity that's holding you down, you're probably like, no, I don't want to start YouTube because, like how I didn't want to start because of my teeth. But if you don't let it go, if you don't put yourself out there, then you're never gonna get nowhere. Like, don't allow these things to put you down, to stop you from growing. If you want to start YouTube, I encourage you to start YouTube. Don't care about what people might say, what people might think about you, what people will see, what's on you. No. Expose your insecurities. Don't hold it. Don't cover it. Don't try to take care of it. Like, don't hurt me. Don't blah blah blah, because this thing is gonna become worse. Don't do things out of hatred. Love yourself first and then do things, so you do those things with love. Man, I'm so lightheaded. I think I'm done. Oh, this is so hard because I'm hungry and I'm lightheaded and my voice is weird. Follow me on Instagram. If you stayed until this long, I love you so much. You are a true supporter. And don't forget to like this video or dislike this video. And subscribe if you are new. Yeah, bye guys. God bless you.